Faster than a bullet, a terrifying scream, enraged and full of anger. It's our Painkiller Hell and Damnation review. This is from painkillergame.com, developed by the Farm 51, using the Unreal Engine 3, some groundbreaking piece of technology there. And it's $19.99 on Steam. Now, normally we have 3 people who do this review, but apparently our resident Mexican has stayed behind the fence as he failed to jump over it. But we have our crazy-ass metric using lawn chairs of all things. So Venn, show him the chair explanation. 1 chair means it's shit. 2 chairs means that it's meh. 3 chairs means that it's good. And 4 chairs means shut up, take my money, I love it. Get naked, throwing money at the screen, nothing's happening, why? And of course, we got our categories Doom mixed with the working, which is fairly self-explanatory. Does it work? Shiny and sounds, the look and the sound design of the game. How does that fare? Controls are self-explanatory. And our final subjective category, because we're 2 different guys with 2 different pieces of hardware, or 2 different sets of hardware, running 2 different distributions. So there's that. So Venn, did Painkiller Hell and Damnation make with the working?
Well, I gotta say, and if you're not up to speed yet, you should be up to speed because you've been looking at this loading screen for a moment.
Oh yes, the loading screen.
Swimmingly. And this was on our soon-to-be retired, minimum system requirements for Steam, Ubuntu 12.04, 32-bit, NVIDIA-powered latest drivers. Take a shot. And I would actually ding it a chair because the load time gives you enough time to pick up a new hobby. I should be honest about that. But they're
you've been loading off an SSD, man.
Yeah. It's striped SSD. That's because it's recompiling the shaders, and they were very clear about that. Because this is still technically a beta. They just got that flag thrown on there. But we want to give you the business before you spend 20 wet, stinky cashes on it. So I'm going to have to give this, since they were forthright about that. Makes with working man 4 mothering chairs.
I'd have to disagree slightly. Well, it did work out of the box. Had to fuck with the resolution settings and whatnot. I found that, for the most part, it worked fine, aside from some random freezings you get when you kill a bunch of enemies. And that got annoying pretty quickly, so that's enough for me to ding it a chair. I'll give it 3 out of 4 lawn chairs. Mm-hmm. And, of course, our invisible Pedro guy. He couldn't get the game working at all, so...
So what does that break down that score to, sir?
So, with 4 chairs and 3 chairs, that'll total it out to a 3-chair mixed with the working category. Boom.
It's a bit rare, but, it's
it
still
happens.
A thing. Yeah.
It's a beta. It's the Unreal Engine 3. It's not the newest hot shit, but it's definitely a thing. Shiny and sounds.
Is it pretty?
Is it pretty? Can you tell me I'm pretty, Venn?
No, I cannot tell you. Sorry, you just hurt my brain, but I still love you, That's why I wear the Googles. Definitely got to say that this is one of the best-looking first-person shooters on Linux currently. Now, you're thinking to yourself, Vin, that's not saying a lot, but it kind of is, because top of the line... Really, we have Serious Sam 3, which is pretty, but it's incredibly brown. This does mix it up because it's brown and dark.
There's Left 4 Dead and Portals and whatnot, but those are pretty old games when you come to think about it.
Yeah, not current with the engines. Ambient sound, top notch. I like how it works, with the headphones on my ear organs. Didn't mind that. But the whole, here they come, fucker, you better get ready for 'em. That metal sound, that got old with a quickness. I was like, how about just a little light? And it was like, get ready to scramble about, and you'll be done with it. So for
Circle Strafe.
Yep, yep, yep. 3 chairs. Gonna ding at that chair just for that repetitive, here they come, every single time. How about you, J-Man?
I didn't mind that too much, actually. I got a kick out of it because I'd go all, yeah, kill shit. But I mean, I played the original Painkiller in high school. That was one of the games we just ran out with. You know what? It's not a bad looking game. Engine's a bit old, so it certainly shows its age. I wouldn't say it's gorgeous looking, but like Venn said, one of the better looking shooters on Linux today. The sound design's pretty good too. I like the ambient noise, like the whole behind you thing. That was a nice little touch. So I'll give it 3 cheers. I'd say it's pretty good. All right, so total that up with our 2 casters of Linux games. That is 3 cheers for Shiny and Sounds. So then, controls.
What's that? Do I feel like I'm in control? Well, at the end of the day, take another shot. It works. I've been using the keyboard and wireless gerbil combination. At the end of the day,
take a shot.
It does. No complaints with it. I was actually able, this thing has, I think, like 7 buttons on it, and I just mapped one to the Painkiller, which I was like, that's my note button. When you get in that sticky situation, you're like, nope. And you hit that, and you
the Painkiller is pretty awesome.
Spin round, baby, right round, and you're done with it. So you get the business done. 4 cheers.
Yeah, I'd say the controls were pretty good. The controls are pretty spot on, to be perfectly honest. They're exactly what you would expect from a first-person shooter. They're responsive. There's not much lag, aside from the previous issue I had mentioned, but that has less to do with controls and more to do with...
What about collecting those souls, man?
The souls. I gotta catch them before they fade away to nothingness. Souls!
With your Pokemon thing, I mean, you gotta catch them all.
Oh, yeah, so...
But you can only draw them in with the razor blade thingy.
With the beam thing.
Yeah.
That and as a weapon, I think that maybe should have been a bit better, because you're gonna fall back on that a lot once you run out of ammo. But the controls themselves, I'd give them 4 cheers just because they're pretty spot on. They didn't need to be adjusted or anything. The mouse sensitivity was a bit low, but
All right.
Anyways,
right,
so that's 4 cheers. That's 4 cheers for control. And finally, our last subjective category: fun.
There will be no fun.
Then, did you have fun in Heck?
Language, young man, language.
Oh, you old fart! You're a silly Billy.
Better than a Slimmy Debbie. Fun,
oh, you're a Slimmy Debbie
subjective. Too. I had fun for a total of about 2 hours. If you're a Farscape fan, you'll understand that. That's when I realized that this is truly Serious Sam in Heck, Hades, Tartarus, whatever you want to call it. No real story, just wave after wave, plus random boss to break things up from the monotony of wave after wave after wave. Really, this could have been like a mod for Serious Sam 3, and if you'd shown it to me, I was like, that's a Serious Sam 3 mod, because it follows the exact same game mechanics. So I'm not going to give it 1, because if you're really into that and you want to experience Serious Sam in hell with about the same amount of backstory and plot development, so we're going to give it 2.
Yeah, you know what? Finding 7,000 souls. I could find 7,000 souls a lot more effectively than this frickin' guy. He kind of goes at it the hard way. No, like I said, I remember playing the original in high school. This was a nice little trip down nostalgia lane for me, because, I mean, Painkiller was fun, but Ben is right when he says it's basically Serious Sam and Heck. The weapons are different. The combat style is a teensy bit different because of the different weapons. I don't know. I got kind of bored with it just because it's Serious Sam. and I'm kind of Serious Sam'd out considering what we got with Serious Sam the Brown encounter. I'm sorry, Serious Sam 3.
The Brown.
Brown encounter. That actually sounds a lot more racist coming out than that sounds a lot more racist than it did in my head. But anyways, unintentional racism aside, I'll give this guy 2 cheers because it's not bad, but it's not fucking stellar. So that'll be 2 cheers for the fun category, totaling all that nonsense up.
Beep, boop.
3 cheers, 4 chairs, and 2 chairs. Then do some math.
I'm not even looking at the notes. Come on.
Oh, god damn it. So 3 and 3 is 6, 6 and 4 is 10, 10 and 2 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. That doesn't make any sense. Divided by 4, maybe. 3 chairs.
He figured it out, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking like 2 people, so we gotta divide it by 2. Wait, what? No, I gotta lay off the drugs, man. Drugs are bad.
But we'll talk about it later, but you're wondering what 3 chairs, if you have the attention span of a normal YouTuber, you've already forgotten what 3 chairs means.
Who are you people again? Where am I?
Huh? Hello. No, it means check it out. I mean, we're not going to tell you that you need to be throwing money directly at this game, because it does rake in at 20 quid. Right.
Yeah. Right. You could have picked it up for whatever with the latest Humble Bundle from.
Not the latest. It was like
the one from a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have to buy that on faith, but if you're picking up right now, keep this in mind. All right. It's only 3 chairs if you're a fan of Serious Sam. If you're expecting something other than Serious Sam, and heck,
2 chairs, I'd say.
At best. Eh?
But taken for what it is, it's not bad.
No, I had fun. I had 2 solid hours of fun, and 10 quid an hour.
It might be a bit more fun if you grab some buddies and kill some demons together. It does have multiplayer. That's a plus.
And keep in mind the load time, because
yeah. You know, while it's loading, you have time to go to the bathroom, make yourself a sandwich,
learn a hobby,
read a book. If you really wanted to learn how to juggle.
Did you play it on your APU, or did you just play it on your main box?
I played it on my main box because I'm not playing that thing on a couch with a controller. I need like a proper keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I mean, we do have not stupidly overpowered computers, but they are running SSDs and relatively decent NVIDIA graphics.
At least upper mid-range video cards.
But I'll tell you something I did notice. After you've launched it the first time, if you go back and you don't reboot, which, I'm long ago, I had the
thousands of years ago.
Millions of years ago in the future's past, present, whatever. I had the uptime bug, and I was like, we'll see how long you keep running. But that's the true thing. 2 or 3 days, I'd go back and play it. It would pretty much pop right back up. But if you do a complete system shutdown and reinitialize, you picked up a new hobby.
Indeed. If you wanted to learn how to juggle, Painkiller is your best excuse for that.